turn up for trials, then called out, and instead of replacing the coach, we said, fine, we'll move to emergency. So I've actually had to play up like 3 age groups. So, and it made shit. It was more like if the under 20s had a chance to actually win a game for us because France had put in a team. So we could beat France and they're playing in a Champions League arena. So like that would be playing in Mountfield arena, like that would be set up. I'll get trained to put sticks on there. Keep off, it's going to be the best. You're just going to do a horseshoe. welcome to the Sheffield Bears YouTube channel. It's Monday night and it's time for some hockey action here as part of the Sheffield Varsity. It's time for the second teams to hit the ice here in South Yorkshire as the University of Sheffield second team take on Sheffield Hallam University second team. My name is Dylan Pick and I'll be taking you through all of the play-by-play action tonight. We are just finishing off with the ice cut. We'll be out for the player walkout soon. I believe we have a nice, lovely blackout, a fancy intro where Uniarv will hit the ice first, followed by Shoe. We had Tuesday night action last week, and that was the women's varsity took place, where it was a hefty blowout for the University of Sheffield as they demolished Sheffield Hallam. But whilst the Zamboni finishes off their laps, we'll quickly go through the team list, starting with today's home side, University of Sheffield. Number 3, Mackenzie Matenka. Number 10, Jonathan Rupu. Number 11, Judith Westerlund. Number 13, Oscar Hilton. Number 17, Yeti Smith. Number 18, Josh Quincy. Number 21, Grace Leeming. Number 26, Zach Pinckney. Number 28, and captain of the University of Sheffield second team, Dylan Speed. Number 38, Gemma Harling. Number 51, Alex Smith. Number 53, Finley Wilby. Number 63, Carol Mazzina. Number 70, Jake Granger. Number 85, Joe Fields. Number 86, Alexei Medwich. And wearing 27, Hayden Oates has escaped anomaly in goal. Has had to borrow a jersey, but he will not have the same fate Wednesday night as the ones head over to the Sheffield Arena. And then for the netminders for University of Sheffield, number 33, Jaden Davies, number 75, Luke Nelson. And wearing pink and white for the away team, Sheffield Hallam University. Number 5, Cadette Casley. Number 6, Liam Hammond. Number 11, Ruth Woffington. Number 12, Callum McNeil. He is their captain. Number 13, Martha Brown. Number 16, Connor Simpson. Number 19, Paul Main. Number 23, Phoebe Gregg. Number 26, Jonathan Foster. Number 36, Alfie Chester. Number 43, Matthew Green. Number 47, Callum O'Shea. Number 72, Katie Reed. Number 74, Joel Fox. Number 81, James Harmon. Number 85, Jack Mitchell. Number 91, Ben Lan. Number 97, Leon Simpson O'Regan. And the netminders, number 51, Matt Key. And number 36, Alfie Chester. That is your lineup then for Sheffield Hallam University. So then, Shoe will be wanting to get a bit of revenge for their female counterparts of last weekend's walkover. And while looking at the two rosters, you can certainly see the favour towards the away side tonight. Looking with a much stronger lineup, most notably Martha Brown got both of the Sheffield Hallam goals in the women's game. They also have point scorers including Katie Reed, who got a goal and 2 assists a couple of years ago in the second team game. Callum McNeil has 17 points this season with the Bears C team. They finished second in the non-checking first division of the third tier of British University Ice Hockey. And they've also won the last 2 years of Varsity second team with a 6-0 and an 8-4 victory in 2024 and 2023. Notable players for the University of Sheffield, Alex Smith, a goal and an assist a couple of years ago in the Toons game, and Yeti Smith, 2 goals and 2 assists in last Tuesday's women's game. A few former junior players as well, some of them play junior hockey around the country, so have that experience before
coming over to university, some people, their first taste of ice hockey or playing ice hockey is here at university. The players like Josh Quincy has played previously for the Sheffield Academy. And Joe Fields is a former Nottingham junior, as well as Ian Hammond and Cam Hill also between the M1 as the players look to head out onto the ice as we are gone all dark here at Ice Sheffield. University of Sheffield first to come out then. The sirens go, setting the tone. Certainly looks to be an exciting game here.
Welcome to your 2025 Ice Hockey Twos, and welcome onto the ice our two teams this evening, beginning with your away team, the black and gold of Sheffield Uni.
So then out comes the University of Sheffield side. Starting off with the netminders Jaden Davies and Luke Nelson. The lights, spotlight not working as we're still in the dark, but the players still pouring themselves out. Judith Westerland hitting the ice. Yeti Smith plays on the Sheffield Bears D team, 5 points this season, 2 goals and 3 assists. Grace Leeming plays in the Women's National Ice Hockey Division 1, the second tier of women's ice hockey in the UK. That's with the Sheffield Shadows first team as well. Vying for promotion back to the Elite League. Was in there a few years ago, falling out of the top 6 teams in women's ice hockey in the country. Finley will be part of the Bears E team, the lowest ranked of the Bears team. But it's a bit different tonight as representing Grown University. In some of these plays, it's an occasional, almost akin to representing your national team being selected to represent your respective university, and it's not quite the occasion of 9,000 fans in Sheffield Arena, but everyone has their own personal preferences, and we've got a few hundred here, signs, drums from both universities, a few people coming across from the England Institute of Sport, which has also had action on today right across the road from us here. That's Ice Sheffield, now University. Pink spotlight on them, about to head onto the ice. They'll be let out by their netminders. And Team Hallam gets a bigger roar here than Uni of did. So they're let out then by Matt Key. He's also in the lineup for the Ones game. Last year he got a shutout in this game where Shu won 6 goals to 0. He was the netminder between the pipes for that one. Martha Brown, up until last season, played with the Kingston Diamonds B team in WNIHL. Won a lot of them playing WNIHL, won a few with elite experience. Phoebe Gregg, the only player in the entirety of Varsity that still plays junior hockey, the 18-year-old. Plays with Sheffield's under-19s teams, the under-19s league, newly formed this year in the England ice hockey system, made out of the England under-18 second division, allows for those smaller academies to still play on. So she's still eligible, so in her last year of junior hockey. James Harmon, former Solihull Barons junior. He plays for the Bears C team. Most of these play Bears C. You may have guessed it up at B, the first of the checking division. Still be contact hockey tonight, so it's a bit faster. So then there is Sheffield Hallam out onto the ice. And And the referees for tonight, Logan Ingledale's referee, and controlling the lines is Ellen Key and Jared Fraley. Three-man system as we'll have for all of Varsity. Not quite the formats that they have at the highest levels of hockey around the country. But the players soak up the atmosphere. Sheffield, not the biggest arena, but there's certainly a healthy crowd here. And we've got some fine voice, a lot of Sheffield Hallam, pink, black and white below us from our commentary vantage point. We also have one of the Varsity women's and first team players, Holly Neenan, coming over and saying a few words on the stream as we go along on the night. Fairly good insight as well, perhaps on the refereeing decisions herself in Elite League ref, and if you're looking forward to seeing her in action Wednesday night, we have the first team Varsity games. There's a plethora of senior experience in there, a few players who went to the Universiade. The players just line up on the blue lines, then will be having the opening ceremonies of the national anthem, and then we were ready for some Monday night hockey. If you've had your fix of Elite League, National League and all of those, well, the weekend of hockey is not done, we're only just getting started. We're going to take a short pause here for the national anthem. So then, hear the roar from the crowd and soak it in. The pre-game ceremonies are done, and we are moments away from some Monday night hockey. It's Dylan Pitt taking you through all of the play-by-play action, and I have Holly Neenan joining me. Holly, you played Tuesday night. What do you think of these two teams, though, and do you think Hallam will be able to avenge your shortcomings from Tuesday?
Good evening, everyone. Yeah, Tuesday night was quite a surprise. University of Sheffield took the win with the women's. I think it was 10-2 to score. I don't know what's in for tonight. I think that Hallam have the cards, you know. They've got some really strong players playing this year. But Uni of, they've got some older bears, you know, on the team. They've got Yeti Smith that was playing on Tuesday, Gemma Harling, Grace Lehman. They might take the win into the Varsity 2 tonight. We'll have to see.
Now, it is an important game in terms of Hallam, because if they lose this one, even if they win on Wednesday night, in terms of ice hockey Varsity, it is 2-1. So Hallam have already their backs against the wall if you consider this mini-series. Ingledale was one of the linesmen on Tuesday night. He's now got the armbands tonight. In terms of refereeing calls, it was a fairly quiet night. You think with the bit more development side, it's going to be a bit more of a faster game. There might be a few more calls to be made, a bit more contact perhaps. And the likelihood is the faster pace normally brings a few more trips. Do you think that's going to play an impact later in the game?
Yeah, we'll have to see. You know, I think it's tiredness at the end of the day. We might see some more stick and fractions. I think starting out this first period we won't see much. It's obviously checking this game. You might have some body contact. Not so much from Uni off, but more from Hallam. These guys, you know, they play in the B team, they play contact hockey. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, and I think both teams have a fair even split of former junior players, and obviously right down from under 12s, they still have contact, so they'll still be used to that checking compared to some of the D&E team players who are used to almost what you'd have playing women's hockey with non-checking. But we are moments away then. The players are ready, the goalies certainly look ready. waiting for the last of the people. We're ready here, hope you're ready at home. Sticks down, puck dropped, and we are off then for the Varsity 2's game here at Sheffield. The opening draw went to Union, but it was quickly given up, and almost a feeling out period of a few turnovers through neutral ice, and Hammond with a stick lift that gives it up quickly to Alex Smith. And as he drives towards the net, the Hallam D quickly close that down, and a bit of a nervy start for both sides. Back down at the half marks, Hallam tried to get it out, and that was a problem in warm-up. Didn't have their sticks down on the ice, and a lot of passes went through. So not only will the goalies not be properly warmed, but the players haven't had much time shooting. The Union certainly have a better of the two warm-ups, and that might play a part early in a turnover, but the chance can't be pounced on by Zach Pinkney. So Hallam back again behind their own net. Down on this.
Matt Green looking strong, going down the ice.
Yeah, he gets himself into a bit of space, but he's forced wide. Fix it, a wraparound. Phoebe
Greg
Greg's in space. That just cuts through the blue paint, though. For the first opportunity going in favour of Hallam, and well, the man who nearly coughed up the mistake, Zenna, then gets down. That's a cheap pass in front, dangerous stuff from Union, and a stick hits for Declan Carell. He's got himself in all sorts of trouble this shift, and the puck down in deep in Union territory allows for a few personnel changes for Shoe. Will be picked up at the blue line by Hammond. Across D to D, and there's a bit of space. Low wrist shot tip. That was from Martha Brown, but it just sailed wide, and nervy stuff there. And we back in round with Harmon. Matt now down at the hash mark, trying to get the wheels moving. Still keeps the puck in his wheelhouse. Short side, and that's going to come off.
That's no change for Union Sheffield.
Fortunately, they was able to get a few changes in there, but didn't look confident at the start, Hallam. But once they got into the Union zone, they really put the pressure on.
It's off outside.
It's a bit of an unfortunate one as well. The pressure was certainly mounting, but the net, a bit of a get out of jail free card for Union, but a space over on this near side, and Callum O'Shea obliges to take into it. And opens up with George Lance, centering pass, but Martha Brown can't connect for a third goal already of her Varsity campaign. Marzenna again losing his stick, and it's back round to O'Shea, but he keeps it at the point. And a bit of an overcommit, it's loose in the crease, and a bit of nervy stuff from the Union netminder, but they'll be able to clear it out, and now some fresh legs able to be taken, but neither side will oblige on that one. A bit of a heavy touch there from Castley, but gets it out of the zone, and it's going to be towards on net. Icing not given though. And we picked back up by Lemming, through in towards Latt, but he's no there to capitalise on the loose puck. Martha Brown played D in the women's game, gets herself up into the slot though, but unable to make an impact, and that goes all the way down, but no icing as it came off the stick of O'Shea. Oates will press early on, normally in between the pipes, but his time at uni has got him skating around a bit, so we'll see what he can do. And there's a brilliant pass aimed out towards Joel Fox, but can't connect again. The stick off on the ice, but first to it, no icing, and there's space open for Green, but again he's forced off and a hit through the back, and for Union, and there's space now for Union to take advantage of, but Maitenka not able to control it, but a wraparounds there! Back door hadn't been closed down by Matt Key, but the puck just sails right through the blue paint, and that's probably the best goal scoring opportunity we've had so far. Straight into the chest from a far angle, Hallam retrieving on the backhand, and it's loose again, and having to recover awkwardly was the Union netminder. Reed plays it low, it was towards Fox, but the Hallam 74 couldn't put it away. And awkwardly off the board, it's kept in, but lurking low at the back is Matt Green, who will bring a bit of defensive relief, and Phoebe Gregg has got herself already cutting through into a bit of space. She did this in the women's game, but shot comfortably dealt with. We'll get a face-off just to the left of Jaden Davies. So both sides had their fair share of chances early on in the game, the best of them going towards Union, but they weren't able to punish onto it. Phoebe Gregg getting herself into a bit of space, opens up for Callum O'Shea. Just falling awkwardly off his stick, he recovers well. He's got Gregg up source nicely towards her, wristed in, but straight into the glove. As Davies again looked to be going just wide. But nonetheless, testing stuff, getting the nerves into Jaden Davies, but every puck that goes into his glove or off his blockers gives him that little bit more confidence into the game. Mackie a bit more of an awkward awakening, and off the draw, it's a bit awkward, giving up cheaply again, back towards Union. Cleared the zone, but only makes it as far as the centre line as Liam Hammond is there to get his first feel of the puck in the game. Down through the blue line, a few turnovers over at each end. They tried to find a bit of comfortability, but Yeti Smith on the forecheck against O'Shea. Now Hammond will play that round. But again, this is where Hallam struggled in the opening minutes, stuck in their own zone, and again they get away with a potential icing call, a bit more on that pass, and it certainly would have been. But they're able to get fresh legs out there, perhaps at the end of the time, shift defensively, not looking the greatest. Harmon spots Martha Brown in a bit of space, and she'll be able to get the wheels moving. There's options on both sides, and the centre is there for a bit of relief, and Lance wanting to cut through. Played off the backhand, but finds the stick of Davis, kept in nicely there. A brilliant shift from Keeling, and Martha Brown still in the mix. Now with Paul Main. Heavy battle there, shoved down. A bit of a murmur from the crowd, perhaps thinking a bit of a missed call. Fanning on the pass has opened up a bit of a lane though for Keeling to drive into. And great footwork, centering pass, second time to the charm, but Davies just a bit of a blocker onto it, and Lanton can't capitalise on the first shot on towards the Union net. Hallam still applying the pressure. And with Blount, but it's a bit heavy. Brown will collect it over on the far side. Keeling sets it high, but a great stick lift there from across the way, and that's able to not only clear it out but create an opportunity. And now here comes Joe Field, but his pass only finds it as far as Medwich, and that's a heavy hit into the board. The Union of 86 looking a bit uncomfortable with that one, but a 2-on-1 the other way. Lant waits in the middle, they're going to shoot first, and off the side netting. Perhaps Davies just getting a little bit onto it. And we're playing some physical playoff style hockey. We've got a few heavy hits coming out, and this is going to go all the way down for icing, but Nytenka couldn't quite get there first, despite Reed looking a bit uncomfortable. She unable to just get her wheels moving quick enough, but in the end it still be iced and back down the other way. First 7 minutes of action gone then here at the Uni of Sheffield. Hallam enjoyed the majority of possession. Uni have had chances of their own though. Reed centres throw on the backhand, it's loose, but pounced on by Davies. He holds on to that well. But again, Hallam have tried to cycle it round in the wide areas and feed it through into the paint, but Davies has been able to read it well and smother the puck when necessary. Hallam second to the puck most times, but have tried to centre it. Perhaps they should work more on the point areas, as Reed's just going to get hassled off it, and Union just get themselves a bit into a more aggressive options there, and it's sent down, but this is going to be a hand pass even if it's to it, surely. They want a hand pass, not given, and that, well, if Union can capitalise on that, will be quite an outrageous missed call, but Hallam have a chance the other way, stuck into the wheels. Hallam with their first chance, toe drag around, and it's in! Hallam raised the roof with the opening goal of the second Varsity.
I think a missed call there by the refs, made up by Hallam goal.
Yeah.
Josh Walters.
Absolutely. That certainly would have been sore watching if that was capitalised on there by Union, but They get away with one, and certainly so do the refs, as they probably would have had an earful, as you're probably used to a bit with stuff like that. But Hallam open up, and Josh Walters with the opening goal, and fancying his first chance was James Harlan, but his shot goes all the way wide, and Matt Green will have to collect this in his own zone. Now with Hammond, fed through nicely, and Phoebe Gregg, she's got some space and she's got some nice hands she can work with. She'll fire one off, but that goes high and over the bar. But stuck in the wheels, Union don't quite know where the puck is. They'll still be with it, and the pressure from Hallam's not too much, but Hammond does just enough to keep it in. But again, centering pass not cleared, and that's awkwardly in, and how has Callum McNeil, the Hallam captain, put that through? Jaden Davis is going to want every inch of that back, and as quickly as they've got one, it's doubled to two, and Hallam have put their foot firmly onto the start of this game. Off a draw then, Union, but again, quickly pour through the neutral zone. Hallam will just chip it in, and this will be chased onto by Maine. But it's given to Martha Brown. She'll fire from a side tangle, doesn't even see the netminder as it's blocked by Josh Quincy. Space, throw is a full to Maine again. He gets closed down again as the black and gold just swarm on them. But the more bodies you put through it, the more space will open up, but eventually Union will be able to clear it. And this will be chased onto by Yeti Smith. Cassie, though, quicker to it, quickly steals that off. And again, chance down for Hallam as they move through neutral line. Martha Brown can't quite control it, so as Lant was waiting down on this near side, he couldn't quite get to it. And again, the pass too heavy, finds Quincy, and the drums are now starting to roar here at Sheffield. A great pass though, and Smith through the legs, and a brilliant work here. Smith is through, fires, top shelf! Alex Smith, a goal last year, a goal this year, and Union off half a deficit, and that was quite a nasty
That was
move.
pretty impressive.
That started off though the far side with the D. They spot the man lurking through neutralised at the blue line. The pass is inch perfect, and Smith just fancies a move between the legs, and once that's complete, he's got free real estate, and Matt Key couldn't do anything about it, barely flinch. And now Union half a deficit, and we've had 3 goals in about 3 minutes, and things are starting to heat up a bit here, Holly.
Yeah, like, it's a close game. That was an unbelievable goal there. I think that Hallam are picking up on the loose pucks that Jaden Davies is leaving in front of him, but I don't think Hallam are making the use of the big bench they have, so let's see.
And it was almost came from an opportunity from a defensive chance from Union as well. They're almost 2-man in the centre, and they're just hoping for a lucky bounce. They've been punished a few times and given Hallam opportunity by putting too many bodies forward onto the puck, and that opens up space for your danger players like McNeil and Martha Brown. But poor passes like that certainly benefit Union, but it's kept in at the blue line by Green. He'll cycle that right back down low, and we'll now get a bit of a rugby match at the blue line as Union will try and clear it, and they'll do so. This should go down for the first icing of the game, and it will do so. And there's a few tiny legs, it seems, from the Union bench having to stay out. Hallam able to get something extra onto it.
Phoebe Gregg, she picks the left side.
Well, she's certainly been good across the 2 games of hockey so far, putting into the middle from the left side. We've got to win a face-off first, and again, a bit too overzealous there from Union. They're still clear out of the zone anyway, but again, too aggressive defensively, nearly opens up space, but they'll have a chance down it the other way. A brilliant pass, tape to tape! Union tie the game! And 2 Union goals from fantastic passes across the ice, and the Hallam fans below us are silenced.
I think things are looking good for Union. You know, those 2 goals, just on hockey sense, pretty impressive. The passing, the playing it with each other.
And hockey's a game of momentum as well, and that will certainly motivate them to keep going. But you may not find a better goal or Varsity. A fantastic feed off the tape.
Could be wrong, this could be the closest Varsity 2's game I've seen since, I don't know, 2022?
Well,
2-2, we're in 10 minutes left in the first. Pretty close.
Well, Uni have already bettered what they did last year. They've got a goal on the board, more than could be said, and Matt Key's shutout has gone very, very quickly. We're waiting for confirmation on the goal. Couldn't quite see who actually connected to put it past Matt Key.
For Sheffield Uni, scored by Varsity, with assists to 86 minutes in the bits and 27 in the notes.
Hayden Oates getting the assist.
27, even straight goal time, 10 minutes and 48 seconds, 1-0, 3-8.
I think Yeti Smith actually getting the goal in the end, and a hit that gets a roar but doesn't keep the puck in the offensive zone, so Hammond will have to start off the play again. And there's great space for Phoebe Gregg to work in. She'll shoot but can't hit the net. An academy player should be doing a little better than that. And Jaden Davis again didn't really flinch. You have to think if you get them on net from places like that, it is liable to go in. He's just not looking confident right now, but Union, who are riding it high, clear it out of the zone, can't win the puck battle, as it's a great second check there by O'Shea.
Messi again.
My Tanker now with space, trying to drive through, and loose sticks everywhere from Hallam. Gifted a chance to the Uni of number 3. Brilliant board clearance though, and unfortunately not able to be kept in by My Tanker. And now McNeil has a chance for his second, fires in, trying to pick the far side corner, but too far away, rims all the way around, and both sides will get personnel changes. O'Shea again, brilliant feed to Martha Brown. She's got 3 to contend with. Tries playing it low, but the rebound doesn't fall to the oncoming 4 main either.
Seems like it's Vikeda picking up that puck, taking it to the red line, putting it back in.
Breakout pass swung down again. It's the almost the aggressive style of checking or forechecking from the Uni over there. Pinning 2 men on, almost rec hockey style, but it's certainly been effective. And that's something probably the Hallam coach is going to have to think of during the intermission in about 7 minutes time. But punish for space. If they want to put 2 men on you, cycle round and it opens up the shooting lanes. And Jaden Davis hasn't been great when a shooting lane has been there. He's certainly a lot confident. Castley gets away with one, whereas he hit the deck, and Yeti Smith was looking to pounce, but couldn't get past the body of the number 5. But she will be able to do so now, but there's no one there in the centre. It's given up towards Matt Green, and he'll just bring it round to safety. And with Lance, again, heavy touch, but almost the downfall of these breakouts, with some great footwork recovers, and Hallam are on side. Now with Brown, she'll send it in low, but that just deflects off of Pinkney. And still with Hallam. Main now getting his wheels moving. Some great footwork's going to open up a shooting lane. You're thinking off the post. Perhaps again, Davey just getting something on it. The wraparound's there. The rebound off the mask. Davey is getting away with a few again. Smith tries to pounce. A bit of a cross check into the back, but a great save off the blocker. And Matt Green denied by Jaden Davis. That will just settle him down a little bit with 6:12 to go in this opening period.
Jaden Davies catches his breath in this small break. Before this face-off, he had quite a few shots on him there. He's letting off these rebounds that are pretty dangerous, but you know what? If Hallam are picking up on them, then what are they?
Yeah, I think that's the problem. His rebound control has not been great at all, but Hallam have been second to every single puck that comes in that slot area, so they're not able to punish on the mistakes of Davies. And that's also where Union, both of their goals have come from, have been worked out from the back. Hallam's goals have been build-up plays where they've been able to tire them out, and again working out from the back. Here comes Union, and Granger is going to wind up an aggressive slap shot. Built up brilliantly from coast to coast, but almost a bit too cocky with it, and now Hallam back the other way. That's fired right into the chest, and Joel Fox gets denied by Davies. And again, first to the puck, a Union will just be able to clear the zone.
Union, they've been really good at just clearing the zone, not getting the ice in. But Hallam are getting the chance to step back up again.
Walters not able to keep it in his feet. Greg keeps it on side though, back down low with the number 96. That's off the side netting. Davis almost thought that had gone in. Hadn't to be though, and straight down through Central Avenue. Will be kicked out, and now it's going to be a foot race to it. But Walters massively outclassing everyone on speed, and Unioff nearly making a bit of a blunder on the change as well. Nearly got themselves caught with too many men. That would have been the first power play of the game, but wise heads keep themselves on the bench. Get Hallam back from the other way, but uncoordinated on the breakout. Keeling brings over the blue line, fired in, and a rebound again. Loose from Jaden Davis. Keeling wants to be first to it, but it's fair for McNeil. It's on his backhand, and it's straight into the Unioff captain, Steve. So he'll just bring it into the corner to safety, as there's a few white jerseys lurking low to try and pounce, but again, not able to be first to these pucks in the danger areas. And a missed control from Unioff, but clearly tied. They'll get some fresh legs on, so they're not able to go back down the other way. Sprung up the boards, pops out in towards the Hallam zone, but Greg's there to relieve the pressures. Right ankle going for checker again. There's also got Hayden on. It's maybe a goalie, but part of a rather successful Sheffield Academy playing their under-18s first team for a while. Now obviously not eligible in the age group, but playing in one of the top 5 junior teams in the country. Certainly has the knowledge and experience as a skater. He may not have the necessary technical ability that someone who does his feed with Greg, but can't find Hammond. And now space for a 3-on-2 the other way. McNeil gets back quickly. Not looking confident is Hilton. And that showed as the pressure is there, but he still feed it through. But as one drives the net, the space opens up, and Greg will be able to just clear it out, but can't clear the blue line. As the oncoming Unioff players do well, but a bit of a lucky break off the back end of Callum McNeil's skate. Hallam will get some fresh legs on now as we approach the final 3 minutes of this opening period. Not the greatest breakout pass. That's going to create an opportunity for Hallam, but the pass isn't great either. So Martha Brown comes out to shut down any Unioff thoughts of a breakaway down the other end.
Grace Lehman, she's really competent on the puck there, getting out of Unioff zone.
Again, Hallam now starting to swarm multiple bodies onto the puck carrier, and that's opened up space over on this near side, and Martha Brown skates right into it. She'll fire it in, and it's loosely done, but juggles it well, Jaden Davis.
Thought that was going to be another rebound.
Smart stuff there from Martha Brown. She sees the space and just forces it onto her forehand. She shoots left-handed, so she's not going to complain about being forced wide just that little bit. But she beats the last D-man. The lane's there and she fires into it. But Jaden Davis gets Unioff out of a bit of trouble. And again, the D blocking shots well for Unioff. And that's certainly been another big thing. If your netminder's not confident, Davis, who plays for the Bears E team, you're going to want something like your D-men covering for them and protecting them as much as they can, and they certainly do so. But chance on the other end for Unioff, but it's again right through the blue paint. There's in trouble, Matt Key. This one might do, but Yeti Smith can't think of her second goal of the game, and she'll fun on that one. And just be played back in, but a bit too early as Unioff are still getting themselves back on side. They'll have to do so again. Pinckney plays it back in as Smith will circle back onto a fair position. Off the boards and a hit late and take hit to make play as Alex Smith now will have chance, but he's not quick enough to get to it. Feeds it in well though. Matt Hughes not been great post to post. Slow to the wraparound. Back up. Fired in. Pad saved. The rebound swarmed on by Paul Main. Can't clear it out from the point though. Sent back in off the shin pad of Matt Green. Round towards Lance. Off the board and into space, and Lance been dangerous when there's been some space. He's been confident on the puck and he drives it well. Lance onto the forehands. Big save by Jaden Davis. He's best.
Here we go. We got a bit of scrum in front of the net. Unioff sticking up for the goalkeeper, Jaden Davies. Paul May went in for a tip there. Jaden definitely had it covered.
Whistle had long gone before then, but
I think Ben Land, you know, Unioff really needs to worry about Ben. He's a quick, fast skater. He's got a good shot. He's going to outskate the Unioff D-man any day. We've got 2 penalties coming up here. It's going to be coincidental. 5-on-5. Paul Main going in the box for Hallam. Yeti Smith going in the box for Uni of. Ruffin.
Yep, Paul Main with a slashing call as well. But these guys, teammates for the Bears, but the minute they play for the individual unis, and Yeti Smith really wasn't happy with Paul Main there at all. There certainly was a bit more anger in there. Paul Main wanted a bit of extras.
I think, you know, Jaden's been taking a lot of shots off him. You've got to expect his teammates are going to stick up for him in a situation like that.
Absolutely, but what's that going to do to Jaden's nerves? He's certainly not been great with it so far today. I think Matt Key will be very happy. He's at the other end of the action, but for the fans that maybe come to the first ice hockey game, free entry. So if you're still in the area, you can get yourself down and support your local university or just watch a great game of hockey. But certainly being treated to all aspects of hockey.
Logan's just having a conversation with both benches. Going to get started again.
Bit of confusion, I think. He's not happy about something, but she's a linesman. You're not going to call the penalties unless it's 2 minute men, and in that case it is your fault. But probably a fair call on both parts. The slashing for
Nice
Paul
pass.
Main. The space, that might be it. You can argue a tripping call, but he left out there. Phoebe Gregg doesn't look too happy. She showed the attitude, a bit of a weakness in the women's game. One of the stronger players in the women's team for Hallam, but let her head go too quickly. That shut down opportunities, and that happens again today. Well, in what is a game as tight as this, she may be needed. And Keeling will fire one in, just missed the tape of Phoebe Gregg, but smart stuff there from Hallam. As they started off on a great stick lift, lurking in back, denies Phoebe Gregg again, who was in space. That time was from Pinkney. Be back round towards the Hallam number 23, centred through, but blocked comfortably and sent round by Granger. Great shout by Gregg to alert Keeling of a location. O'Shea's there in the point, but Hammond's there to retrieve briefly the loose puck, but there was a great pass on for O'Shea down on this near side point that they couldn't find him. Hallam going to have to build back up again. With passes like that, it's not going to be great. There's going to be a 3-on-1 on the other side, but a bit of a mix-up there on the passing, and Granger's going to fire one on a swivel. But again, that's just wide, centred through, but the back's going to go. That's going to be it for the opening period of hockey. After 20 minutes, well, the goals came thick and fast in the middle of the period, but it's Hallam 2, Uni of 2. And the team's going to take a short break, and we'll do so as well here as the teams head to the benches. We're going to get an ice cup. Go get yourself an ice drink and a snack, and perhaps a warm blanket if you're somewhere chilly. The weather's been lovely here in Sheffield, so go get your shorts on, go get a drink, go get a snack. We'll be back in about 15 minutes time.
Go and get yourself an alcoholic-free Stella from Tesco's for £3.50.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored or anything.
We're going to take a short break though here on the Sheffield Bears YouTube channel. Myself and Holly will be back in about 15 minutes time, and until then, enjoy the figure skating.
See you later, guys. Forgot that we get the...
Ladies and gentlemen, hold time.
Last time I saw someone figure skate at an ice hockey game, we had like a 10-year-old do it at the Panthers, and obviously it didn't go well. She fell about 8 times, but everyone was really supportive. Like, sell-out crowd at Motorpoint. We'll have 15 minutes plus over long this will be. We'll probably actually get close to 25 minutes.
Try it.
Imagine if they did right, a bloody... We're just going to ruin Caitlin's video with it. It's like... I got in the the final game for the GB qualifiers, right?
Yeah.
I was told to go down and get the players coming in. Jody Smith was outside. I was like, the one person we cannot miss getting to this video is Jody. We can't miss the out him. And she already said, like, oh, Jody's coming. And I'm just there until the end of the
you want me to do this for a bit, Kate? Are you alright? Yeah? Right, and we're back.
Welcome back then to the Sheffield Bears YouTube channel. Dylan Pick and Holly Needham taking you through all of the action here at Sheffield for the Sheffield Ice Hockey Varsity second team game. And that's a mouthful to say, or about a mouthful of the first period as well. 4 goals, 2 apiece, and some questionable net minding, but defensively the teams have certainly come to their defence and helped them. We had some penalties at the end, a bit of feistiness, protecting your netminder. Both have been rather vulnerable. Matt Key, who got very lucky, very late going post to post, but a puck sailed right through the paint. However, 2 snipes have beaten him, and Jaden Davies, who, well, his rebound controls left a lot to be desired, but his 2 covering him at the back have certainly helped him. Holly, what do you make of that first period?
Yeah, I think a really surprisingly close first period. Came out 2-2. As I said, this has got to be the closest period of Varsity 2s in my history at Bears. I think we know that Jaden Davies and Luke Nelson are going to split the ice time. We'll probably see that this period, but I think again we're in for a really eventful second period with maybe quite a few more goals.
I believe I have just seen Luke Nelson head in between the pipes, also part of the Bears E team. 3 games played and a 95 save percentage, but we are ready to go then for the second period. Sticks down, puck's dropped, and Hallam finally want to draw off the centre. We'll see what they can build up with as Keeling will just circle back to safety and start the breakout. A bit of an unconventional one off the backhand, but they'll feed through, clear it out of the zone well. Uniob will pounce on the mistake. It wasn't the most wise starts to the period, and if something can be punished as Hayden Oates tries driving around and plays it nice to the point. Slap shot coming in, but that just nicked off the pads of Matt Key. And there's a fine voice the fans have been all evening so far, and Hallam finally clear it out and can head the other way. Will be chipped down by Liam Hammond, chased onto by Phoebe Gregg. She gets there first, but will be held onto there by Luke Nelson.
I think you can see the nerves of Jaden, you know, covering ones like that, not wanting to play the puck.
But I think it's Luke Nelson now in goal, so
Is it Luke?
it looks to be 75. So yeah, nerves as well. If you missed the first period, coming in now, it certainly helps. Quick run time coming in, and a great save there by Nelson. He gets himself into the game rather comfortably and forces Union
Have
to
an
ice
icing
this
call.
is a bit of a panicked play. Unfortunately, the shift hasn't been the longest. You know more than I do, Holly. It looks to be
Yeah, that's
75.
my bad. Jaden Davies is still in the net.
The hollow numbers certainly aren't the easiest to see. And Hallam, though, great off the draws. They've won most of the face-offs this period, lose that one. But it was a great save there by Jaden Davies off the slap shot, and smart work there as well by Katie Reed to close down the gap as there's nearly a 1-0 chance for Union. And now driving all the way forward, Joel Fox off the pads, rebound can't be buried by Castley, but Hallam still with possession, sent in, and that's pushed aside. Play still continues. And Union trying to break it out, and they'll do so, but it's awkwardly deflected off a few sticks, and Katie Reed will get her wheels going and gets there first just in time for Oscar Hilton. Able to get something going for Union, but briefly that's shut down, and great work there by Walter. We've already seen he's got some great speed to him, nearly losing edge, but he gets to put down, but Granger gets his body working and lays a nice hit at the boards, but Hallam still maintain the puck movement. And a great ball battle there, but again, Hallam coming out with it. They've got a man in the middle, they've got a couple waiting, but now Union will just close down the numbers. Centre on net, but that was never hitting the target from Castley, but rather slow from Lupu to get there, so that allows Hallam to still maintain possession. The first shot's blocked and Union recover nicely, but again, after a very long shift, they're going to rise fit shortly. As getting to it first is Matt Green. But slightly nervous stuff there from Union. Signs of promise laying the body checks, but we're not able to capitalise on it. And that's almost opens a few shooting leads for Hallam.
Not sure what's happened there with Hayden Oates getting off the ice.
Maybe he's putting his pads on as Lant is pushing forward. Great pass through, but Martha Brown denied at the last second. That brilliant stuff from Grace Lemming, and again in the middle, but Martha Brown can't get the final touch onto it. Matt Green, his shot blocked by Lupu. Down the corner with Lant. Again, Hallam starting to cycle the puck rather nicely here. Sent towards net, but blocked again. Union has been fantastic with the blocks, and now here comes Oscar Hilton. He's all on his lonesome. That's sent in right into the glove, and Matt Key a little bit nervy, falling back into his goal a bit, but he keeps it over the line and in the paint. But the best chance of the period so far for Union. Draw Hallam trying to exploit the open space down on that far side, just onside. Union unhappy about it though. They think that's the wrong call. Brilliant pass centred through, but it's all the way through traffic. And now Union have a chance to forecheck. This is going to be no icing, and they could put on a bit of pressure. And that looks a little bit uncomfortable in the wheels of Callum O'Shea. They take a hit to make a play, trying to open up space, but Steed lays a nice hit from the blue line and keeps the play rolling in the Hallam zone.
Loving the physicality of this game, that they're using the check-in, they're putting them in nice.
It's almost reminiscent of playoff hockey in the sense that they're willing to put everything on the line. There's all really the university season left is nationals, so some of these, well, maybe the last game if they're unavailable and have free reign of doing what they want in that sense, as it will come back down in towards Hallam territory. Both sides get line changes in. That's a bit too high on the source of Phoebe Gray, but McNeil is there to assist. He loses out though through the centre dot, but again McNeil and Greg link up as they get on side. McNeil shot early and a great save by Jaden Davies, and thinking about a few after.
He's got a scrum again. We'll see what the ref has on this play.
And that, you have to admit, great protection from Callum McNeil. Phoebe Gregg had one poke and walked off, and Yeti Smith again getting themselves involved. I think Union might be in a little bit of bother here. Callum McNeil as well. Going to be one each once more for roughing calls.
Coincidental penalty again. But again, you know, Union, they're going to protect the goalie on those plays. So
can't necessarily fault the leadership there of Callum McNeil. Certainly saw 3 black and gold jerseys pouncing on Phoebe Gregg with her back turned, and someone's got to stick up for the 18-year-old. That they did. So again, we'll stay 5-on-5, coincidental minors.
12, Callum McNeil, and University of Sheffield, 96, Alexi Medvix. 2 minutes each for roughing. Callum 12 and Uni 86. 2 minutes for roughing. Time those penalties is 24 minutes.
So 2 minutes each for roughing then. And when they took those coincidental minors at the end of the first period, Hallam really seemed to come alive. Still 5-on-5 hockey, but Phoebe Gregg with a chance, back goal! And Hallam take the lead again! And it's Walters with his second of the game. Phoebe Gregg with a great assist. And finally, Hallam first to a puck in the paint. They take advantage. And we said they come alive at the first time with the coincidental minors. Something about the action just spurred them on. And it certainly worked here. It's Hallam 3, Uni of 2. When the goals came in the first period, they came in quick succession, and perhaps a hat-trick fought there from Walters. He just roaring along, but the pass a little too ahead of him, held onto by Jaden Daniels. But again, face off over on that far side, where the play builds up for Hallam, where they got that third goal. Phoebe Gregg will centre again on the face off if she can win this.
It seems that Uni have only sent 4 players out. They need 1 more.
Well, great spot late by the referee, but that is there's going to be a bit of what might be being explained here then, Holly. You're a ref, you might have a bit more of a better understanding of what's going on.
I think it's giving them a delay of the game, but that's there could be a warning at this point of the game. But it looks like Uni are going to suffer from a 2-minute minor penalty for delay. I think it's fair enough as Hallam the home team this game.
And he's taken as well the centre, because it's the centre who went down for the face-off. And if you go down for the face-off, you're telling the linesman you are ready. And very clearly, Uniov wasn't. So Ingledown may have absolutely nailed that one there. They originally went to take the person coming off the bench.
Yeah, you've got 3 coaches on the bench, if not 4. You need to be sending your players out on the away team earlier than that. I think 2 face-off infractions, you're going to get a penalty.
I think as well, when one of your coaches is a head coach of an IHL 1 team, a 3rd division side, experience has got to be a bit better on that one. And the Union fans aren't happy about it, but consequence of the actions, if they wanted 4 skaters, well, they're now going to get 4 skaters. We'll have our first power play of the game, and it's not quite how we thought we'd get it, but it's going to be a face-off violation, actually, and Oscar Hilton will serve it. And we'll see what Hallam can do then. They took a 2-goal lead in the first period. It was closed down by Union with the man advantage. It's the best time for them to capitalise, and Walters already opens up the lane, 4-on-2. The pass is great, but right into the wheelhouse of Phoebe Gregg. The puck just behind her when it came towards her stick, and in the end, Union get away with one, but it's kept in brilliantly. An awkward shot, almost a bit too hopeful of a shot there from the point. Doesn't amount to much, but Keeling keeps it in, and back down with Phoebe Gregg. Centred through, but 2 black and gold jerseys there. It's never meeting the tape of the purple. And they played back out for
Uni are killing this pretty well.
Yeah, Hallam just need to settle down a bit here. They almost seem to take for granted the first minute already gone. They almost have the idea at the start that they're on the power play, it's going to come, and they need to be a bit wiser. Yes, with the man advantage, but that only helps if you exploit that extra space. And great defensive work there from Uniov, and it's going to be a foot race, and Granger gets there first, and he just puts the brakes on. And this is great time to kill off a few seconds. been a little bit too greedy, might be a bit costly. Back comes Katie Reid, and decades offside is Martha Brown.
Really clear pass to Martha Brown there. You know, if you're not skating faster than the player that's ahead of you, you really should give her that pull. So we got an offside call there.
32 seconds remaining on an advantage as well. It may have been a bit of a wise decision. Just chip it down and see where it goes from there. If you have the numbers, you'll certainly be first to the puck, especially when you've got Martha Brown being as quick as she wanted to be there. A missed hit is going to cause a slight delay as Hallam have to get themselves back on side. Harmans, though, can't quite clear the zone. She gets helped down though by Pinkney. Again, Martha Brown just misses the stick check and it's dealt with by Fields. Final seconds and O'Shea looking nervous, and that was...
Oscar Hill is going to be coming back out. We've got Union 5 on 5.
It was not the prettiest power play by any means by Hallam. And Union will be certainly a confidence boost after going back down behind in the game. But great work by O'Shea to make up for the error he made at the end of the 5 on 4. Gets down into the corner and keeps the play rolling. Katie Reid on the overlap. Bit of a late hit there, but you'll play on Lant through the legs. He gets it, and there's going to be a penalty. Lant plays on though, and an interference call. Lant had played the puck and right into his shoulder. The coincidental
Aidan
fact
Oates,
as well.
he's getting a bit too excited being outside of his crease. He's gone and got an interference call there, and Union are going to go down 5 on 4 for another 2 minutes.
Well, Oates being a netminder probably is a bit more used to having his teammates sneak up for him in situations like that, but if you initiate the contact, you're going to be sitting, and Hallam, Union's 27, is going to have 2 minutes on the naughty step, and Hallam have another chance to rectify the ugly power play they had just moments ago. Straight out to Phoebe Gray. The shooting lane closed down quickly. The back door wide open though. Wristed in off the blocker of Jaden Davies. And now chances to have the heads up for Union. The pass nowhere near the target of Oscar Hilton, which should have gone to, but it's still vital seconds killed off for the black and gold.
Oh,
big hit.
Yeah, that's going to be a boarding call there.
Penalty. Unhappy about it at all is Callum McNeil. He looks confused, but he's gone right through the back of him. And hits like that can often get you in a bit more trouble than 2 minutes. And we're going to have a discussion about this briefly now.
Yeah, it might have been a good hit if Oscar didn't have his back to the player, but that's going to be a penalty there for Hallam.
It was a bit silly as well, I'd say, as Hilton was not looking confident on the puck at all. He played it round into no man's land, and Hallam should have just taken that one and rolled on with it. With a minute 35 left on the Aidan Oates interference call. There'll be 25 seconds of power play when he comes out. But we'll play 4 on 4, and Hallam might enjoy this extra space with 2 skates in the box, and Liam Hallam will be the first to play himself into it. Failed stick lift opens up a bit more space for the pink and white, but the centering pass isn't a good one, and now Unioff can collect the puck back again. Noticing an opportunity. Smart stuff there from Paul Main. Skates onto it. Is dawdling slightly was Unioff, but perhaps a little too late he realised that, so he can't win the puck. But he gets a great stick there. That's from James Harmon, but he's forced wide and off the puck, and he'll hit the deck, and Unioff will just slow things down. 25 seconds of power play isn't much way to be killing or to be wasting this much time, especially if you're going to give Hallam back the puck, and Matt Green wanted it for a one-timer, but just behind him, he still maintains possession, and now Keeling will cut low, top shelf, just off the side netting. He tried to pin it near side, looked to have beaten Daniels as he hadn't got his glover covering the corner. And that's just going to come out again for Harmon. We'll just circle it back round. Final 20 seconds of 4 on 4. It's great work, but the shot there from Harmon blocked and back out. It'll be collected by Hammond. 25 seconds.
Hallam are definitely dominating this 4 on 4.
They've not been able to make most of the opportunities. Shots are being blocked left, right and centre from the Uni of D, and they do it again. And now 25 seconds of power play. Common are going to be lurking low here. Oates is just a bit too ahead of his man. And that's forced him to slow down. He can't take advantage as he nearly found himself in another nasty hit there. But that's going to be pretty much all she wrote for the short-lived Uni off power plays. Here comes Paul Main again. He's stuck on his backhand, but he'll turn. And he gets forced off at Phoebe Gray. Recovers nicely, and that might be a 2-minute acorn. Hallam might have just got away with one. What's your analysis there? Do you think that's
no one's playing the puck, but Hallam needs to be careful because that was nearly twice there that they had too many players on the ice.
A smart person as well from Uni of as they ice up, so not smart on that instance. Might just fancy shooting it at the legs near the gate. That might just convince a linesman or a ref, well, the puck's there. It's certainly cheeky. It might not work with every ref, but certainly can catch the eye, and that could have got them in trouble. And the drums back loud, and we've got
I don't think Hayden Oates has got off for 10 minutes.
Why not? He's called Sheffield his home for a while, and he says pad 1 is still mine.
I guess he's used to staying on the ice for 60 minutes, so...
And a great opportunity there from Phoebe Gregg, just beaten up by the leg pad of Jaden Davies. He played back down and will be chased onto by Martha Brown, but first to it is Hayden Oates. And he finds himself a fancy stick tap there, trying to just throw Hallam off the mark. And the pass wasn't quite on the mark there towards Callum O'Shea, still played down. And Martha Brown first to it, trying to Sidney Crosby style off the back of the net. Doesn't work though, and Martha Brown, that might have been right through the back, but she wisely turns into D there as Uni Alf had an opportunity, but they waste the time on the puck. And we're halfway through this game, Hallam with a 1-goal lead, and this is going to go for icing. And Hallam might have wasted just a little bit of energy after a long shift there, trying to chase that down. It was never on. As it goes down in towards Hallam territory, fresh legs for Uni Alf, and a great chance to capitalise. Off the draw, Uni Of with a chance straight away, but Hallam finally first to a puck in their own zone that we cleared out. They want icing. McNeil's first to it. He's not the fastest skater and nor the most elegant, but still negates that back into his own zone and has helped his team get fresh legs onto the ice. Kept in by Gregg. Getting the back played down, but a little bit of uncertainty coming out from Mazina. And that again allows Hallam to just settle things back up on the forecheck. Fired through straight into Glover Daniels.
Go ahead with your question, Eva Harrison.
The atmosphere in here, there's signs, there's drums, there's colour galore. I don't know about you, but better atmosphere than some Steel Dogs games this season, probably.
I'm not sure what society that is there that's brought the drums, but whoever has, to bring in some atmosphere.
I put my money on it being the drumming society, or something to do with band. But again, Hallam starting to take note of the uncertainty from Jaden Daniels, firing some shots from the point.
I love the Swedish front linesmen raising their arms, Eva. I'm pretty sure they should be doing that now with the new IHF. I'll have to keep an eye out for it.
And a very late whistle, and Uni Of are unhappy about Vastol, and a great foot race, and that gets a roll from the crowd, and George Land willing to put the body on the line as well, but Matt Key playing the puck out rather late, and Hallam nearly made the chance go rather wayward by playing that puck out way too far. Again through the middle, trying to go through Central Avenue, but it's straight into a black and gold stick, and Grange will just send it on net. Matt Key, the referee, not taking any chances this time. They'll blow a whistle down.
The tempo seems to have dropped a bit these past 3 minutes. I'm hoping it picks up again.
Well, a few players took rather long shifts, looking a bit tired as well. The physicality, and certainly those two scrums by the goals will certainly do your energy in.
Well then, Steve, just going to keep it in.
To get it working down low though, and it's with Medwich.
again.
To steal again, the Uniov captain, but a great
Here we go.
stick there, and getting his wheels moving is Callum O'Shea. He's stuck on his backhand, though, so he's going to have to go round the houses. Nearly got taken down, and whilst everyone's back was turned, it was nearly fed perfectly to Phoebe Gregg, who just fell behind her. And Callum will just cycle out of our zone and slow things down as Phoebe Gregg mishandles that one, and almost an air of uncertainty around both sides right now. They don't look confident, but Phoebe Gregg will certainly be living it large as she can get this, but it's a great stick again. Great from Dylan Steed, and that slowed the charge from the 18-year-old. Played in again. This time from Jonathan Foster. He's not had a shift in a while. He fancied himself a shot, but again, no way near the intended target. You just have to think, if Hallam can start pinning them from the point on net, Jaden Davies hasn't been tested much from that range, but when he has, he's spilled it, and he's not looked great. And behind the play, one of the Uniov players hitting the net's going to open up a bit of space. Slap shot! And Phoebe Gregg finally, right on cue as we're saying, test him from range. He's not looked good.
I'm expecting Luke Nelson to come in soon. I mean, that's what I'd be doing if I was on the Uniov bench. Jaden and Luke. Jaden's a strong goalie, but so is Luke, you know.
Jaden Daniels almost complaining a bit there to the referee about something, but kick your leg out. The referee can't do that for you at all. And we were just starting to say, fire from range, he's not looked confident, he's been bailed out too many times by his D-blocking shots, and the one time Phoebe Gregg, that wasn't much power in that shot either, but the minute she can thread the needle between one of the Demon's legs, it's in the back of the net, and Hallam have a 2-goal lead once more.
Grace Leeming, really competent on the puck this game. She's just not getting the opportunities through to the net.
Hockey's a team sport, there's only so much one person can do, but trying to go all by himself. Hallam, chance!
Yeah, nice save by Jaden Davies there.
Recovers well though, Matt Green this time almost dances his way through neutral ice, but anything again that isn't into the chest is probably liable to go in, but the accuracy hasn't been too good. The shots have left a lot to be desired from Hallam. You'd think the lead would be a lot more if the shooting could be better. Everything else, but the end product's been miles clear of what Uniov have been able to produce this game. It's almost like a mirror image, but the opposite sides of what we saw Tuesday night with the women's varsity. The 50-50 just pokes up and it's replayed round by Fox. Just kept in nicely there by James Harmon. Across to Green, he'll send it in, but again, that's blocked and recovered well by Grace Leeming. Jaden Daniels once more bailed out a little bit. He's going to pounce on that, but it's loose and he's going to have to recover well. And he does so with the help of Grace Leeming. As you said, she's played rather nice and she's done a netminder a couple of favours there. And now she might be able to get a breakaway going. Just can't get the final stick touchdown. And look who is going to dance around as well, hassling hard and awkward. First time in a while, Hallam have not had their sticks on the ice and it cost them the zone coverage. They get back in though. Covering low and off the blocker, he's lost his stick. But he's made the save, and that save of the game so far for Jaden Daniels. He denies Harmon that time, and now he's back on. And as the long changes in for Uniov, there's a chance for Hallam to pounce. They're not going to be quick enough though, as Martha Brown tries to get a shooting lane. Just tempting the 5-hole, but closing the gate last second is Jaden Daniels. And he's recovered well since that Phoebe Gregg goal. A bit more of a confidence booster, you'd think, for him. But there's 4:42 remaining in this second period, and Holly, how do you think the game's developing? Do you think Uniov are going to have a chance to come back into it? And if so, what do they need to improve on?
Yeah, Uniov, they came out with not as much stamina as in the first period. I think they're really struggling now. You know, they're having to clear the zone to get a quick change. Jaden Davies is taking quite a few shots this period. That last goal being a pretty, what I like to call, a cupcake goal. But no, I think Uniov, you know, they need to get back into the mindset that they was in the first period. I don't know where it's gone.
Space for Lant opens up and it's spilt, but pounced on and recovered well from Jaden Daniels. But George Lant has been teasing signs of promise. He's certainly been great skating-wise, but the opportunities he's found himself with have often come more from an assisting point of view, down low and in the corners. But he's got himself cut through to the middle there. They can't find a way to beat Daniels, and they'll try one off the face-off, but Woofenden has that one held on to. The two centres will just have a few cheap words with each other.
Isaac, when is your bedtime? I will make sure that Jack Mitchell gets on the ice.
Don't believe a word Holly says. She's no choice in that matter because she's stuck up here in the media balcony of me. Put it on your Christmas list. I think Union will have a few on their Christmas list as well. Most being a goal, and Walters will have one as well for Hallam, but straight into the chest again. Prime opportunity for his hat trick.
Jaden Davies has taken a lot of shots this period. Really standing on his head at the moment.
Again, the end product's just not been there for Hallam. They've put 4 past, but it should be, if we're being entirely honest, a lot more. But firing straight into the chest of Jaden.
Jack Mitchell's on now, Isaac.
But when you're firing shots straight into the chest of Jaden Davies, you're almost making him look better than he's played and getting his save percentage up when it could be rather low, all things considered. But it's going to be a foot race. Is getting there to it is going to be Mitchell. And a big hit late. And again, coming together, and your brother's throwing a few good ones there, Isaac. But he's going to pop back out to the pink side. Kept in, though. Brilliant stuff there by Harling. And a big one, Tom, of that. Ever sailing high. Perhaps just nicked off the shoulder. And we've got a bit of a spattle going on in the slot. It's going to pop back out now. And Medwich will collect it low for Union. Options in the centre, they're going to find it, and now Hayden Oates for a chance. Oates fired in, and Matt Key never saw any of that, but it was blocked by the shoulder of James Harmon doing the netminder's job, and Medwich again plays it wide, but unhappy wingers there from Union. A bit of an uncommunicated play, and a bit of sloppiness and tiredness perhaps showing, and frustration setting in. They still have over a period of hockey to play here, but an opportunity is a foot race here.
Jack Mitchell is chasing the putt down with Gemma Harlan. What a hit! What a hit!
Perhaps a little late for over. The puck had long gone, and Danny's going to play onto it, and a great stick lift there at the end from Connor Simpson. Nearly got himself. Sorry.
You know, I think as soon as Jack Mitchell found out he was playing this and found out he was checking, he's definitely been practicing in his back garden.
And how would one practice checking in the back garden?
A good fence. A good housemate.
You've heard it here first, everybody. Holly and Egan, you want to practice your checking, find a good garden fence. Some may argue it has better netminding capabilities than what we've seen so far tonight. Be kept in at the blue line by Hallam. A bit of a tit-for-tat rugby game there, as losing out was Maitenka, and back down there goes, but a big hit, and that's going to go for icing, as Hallam are going to get there first. And that almost looked like it took a deflection or came from a Hallam play, so I'm not too sure Union will be overly pleased with that, but 2 minutes and change left in this middle period. They've been great off the face-offs in this middle period. Hallam have improved on that massively. Probably something that was mentioned. They've changed the formation. They want to get it just to the top of the face-off dot for a shot. This time in position was Paul Main, but he couldn't keep it in. Hallam just have to build up again. It's starting to almost look like a constant power play. As it's just Hallam gaining the zone and building back up again. As Union just clear it, and Phoebe Gray, great pressure's going to win it back in the middle. There's Simpson, but she has that swiped off and pickpocketed by Finley Wilby. Back down low. And start to cycle it well like they've done ever so good in this second period. Get bodies moving. And slow across his crease there was Daniels, kicked into the middle, and Phoebe Gray fancied football style kicking that in. Don't know if that would have stood. All depends on if the referees have been to Specsavers or not. Greg on the turn again, kept into the wheelhouse, and again Hallam just not sure what to do, so send it in, rebounds!
How has that not gone in?
To it. I think he just nicked a bit of the glove there, but Hallam looking rather confused what to do. They'll wrist it in from high, but sails through the paint. Now with Castley. He'll send that in a screen from Greg's there, and she's not a small figure
Hallam
at
Shear's
all.
not going to get there in time. We have to come back out and regroup. But Hallam are dominating these last 2 minutes.
All 5'11" of Phoebe Gregg, quite a tall figure. Screen Jaden Davies there. And if it was on target, well, the shot from Castley, the fit would have been in. That's poked off Gregg, but Castley's there to recover. They'll try and link up once more. Straight into the middle. Trying to juggle it about, and that just sails wide. It's picked back up by Simpson. Up high again, but Matt Green can't hit Vanetti. He's not been one afraid to shoot. 15 seconds left in the period. And again, the Union bench wanting a penalty. They're just going to hold it behind. Surely they don't want to give a chance to Hallam. They might get one though with Paul Main. He's shoulder check, but stands tall and just gives Lupo a looking. But the Claxon's going to go, and again, Hallam building up, and they was able to maintain their lead. Not as
Right, I'm going to...
back-to-back on both sides of the first period. But we're going to take a short break here on the Sheffield Bears YouTube channel. Join us in 15 minutes time for the conclusion of the Varsity second team game. Do not go anywhere. welcome back then. It's third and final period time here at Ice Sheffield. After 40 minutes of hockey here at the Sheffield Varsity 2s game. It's Hallam who have the advantage with a 4-2 lead. Uni of a fairly lacklustre period that saw Hallam dominate most of the time.
I'm not sure why the clock's wrong. One sec, Caitlin. A bit more.
Caitlin.
That way.
No, that's too much way too much.
We're just having a few issues with the clock, guys, but we'll keep you updated on the commentary where we're at in the game.
So then 20 minutes on the clock then to decide Varsity 2s. Will Hallam keep their streak going? 6 down, puck shotgun, we're off for the third period. And again, Uni of, they've not been strong in many departments, but the face-off certainly have been one of them. I know they're able to take advantage early on, but a great poke check there from Simpson. Slows the play down, it'll just about be cleared out of the zone and it'll be pounced on quickly. Great full strength out there by Paul Main. He's brought down, no call, and it go hard into the boards. But a great chance early on from the Hallam number 19. Cross to Matt Green, he'll be chased down and pressed by Yeti Smith. A goal today for her, one of the two that came in quick succession for Uni of Sheffield. And back, they'll come in towards the Hallam zone, down towards the hash marks. Pickney drives the net, but shooting instead go Uni of. And that flies wide and back with Hallam. And going to give it up cheaply to Pickney. The key will hold on to it. Trying to play it out, but a bit of confusion. We'll get a whistle and a minute down in the third period. And promising signs from Uni of. They certainly woke up a bit more after the break. Had the chances, and most importantly, I think that shows that off the face-off at the start of the period, they took advantage of an opportunity. Every time that it's gone into their own zone, they've given up cheaply from a forward check, but they've not allowed that to happen. And they're going to try to do to Hallam what Hallam did to them in the second period and pull back this 2-goal deficit and try and force a shootout. It's centred through early and Matt Key, it's gone through! And Uni off half the deficit, and it's Hayden Oates. He gives a big one to the crowd. And Matt Key with a massive blunder. I think he's pushed it back into his own goal.
Yeah, the clock's disconnected, but it's 4-3 at 18:39.
And Hayden Oates, does that count as a golden goal? And he's going to stay out as well. He knows he likes his long shift, but Hallam, 2-on-2 straight off the face-off. McNeil drives it through. Oh, what a goal! Callum McNeil, bar down. How do you like that, captain? And he says, let's go. That's how you bite back, and the captain, he loved every bit of that. Hallam 5, Uni of Sheffield 3. That's how you capitalise off a face-off win, driving forward 2-on-2. And an absolute filthy snipe from McNeil. And Granger's now trying to get his hands going. Great poke check though. And Callum O'Shea knocks that down. Now time for Hallam to chase onto this one down into the corner. He loses an edge and boards himself. Bit of an unconventional play, and that's going to go all the way down. It's not going to go for icing, Rose. It takes a knock on the way. And Maitenka's going to pounce on this one as Castley's fallen asleep. And a big coming together there between the 5 and the 6 of the respective teams. And the centering pass only finds the pink jersey, so it comes back out to the goal scorer. They want to lay a hit onto Wilby. They have a taunting look at each other, but Hallam back with it. Through their zone. And it's with O'Shea. Again, the blue line as well, and he's got free to contend with onto his forehand. He'd done well to open up the lane, but couldn't quite hit the target when he's onto his forehand. And it comes back now of the goal scorer, centred up high, but Castley, with his back turn, isn't able to make the most of it. And Uni of Sheffield asked for wheels from the bench. They're not going to do that, though. And back down it goes to Hallam territory and Hallam possession. Hammond again, he's on his lonesome, he's got options coming in down on that far side, but Hammond's got to go alone right now. Poked off him, and great recovery there by Finley Wilby. It shot in awkwardly, and Davies had no idea where that was. He's going to come back out, it's going to be a foot race. Milton looks tired, so first for Harmon. He's come up short a few times in the shooting department of this game, and as Hallam go for a change though, he's going coast to coast here. It's brilliant stuff by Harmon. The centering pass just ahead of the intended target though of Walters. Played back in off the back. The first two is going to be Grace Lemming. Great work there though from Hallam to outnumber her. Win it back in the shot. The lane wide open in the middle. Couldn't pick a corner though. That puck ever rising. Back out to Green. He'll fan on that one. Recovered well though by Walters. That shot low, 5-hole, and Hallam stamp their mark, and Walters with a hat-trick. Fantastic stuff from the Hallam number 96. And we said if you start to shoot on Davies, if it's on target, it's liable to go in.
It needs to stay there, but it keeps moving.
It's not the first time between his legs has been exposed. But Hallam with a 6-3 advantage now. And they're really putting it on late here in the game. He will play back now, a bit uncoordinated. But Uni aren't wise to it, so can't capitalise on that mistake. Smith opened up the scoring for Uni, but he's going to create a turnover there, and that shot blocked by the side of O'Shea. Back from Hallam, and a great full stretch reach there. And now here comes George Lann. He's hassled by two of them. He's hit hard into the boards. And they tangle together, and they're not happy with each other at all. The hit laid there by Carell Rosenna. That's going to pop out, and Yeti Smith first to it. There's options down in the rush. She finds Alex Smith, and now a 3-on-2 is late coming in, but Alex Smith can't hit the target for his second goal. And it's going to pop out to Rosenna. Distinctive red gloves, fired it on towards the net. But Brown will collect again, and she, oddly pointless tonight, looked promising at the start, but not able to get herself on the score sheet as of yet. And she brings Matt Novicic. O'Shea can't find her with the pass. She was wide open, and it's kept in by Union brilliantly. But great recovery by Hallam, played in, and Lance work getting it out of the zone is to short effect. The Union will go for a change. That's going to go all the way down for icing. Surely they will do so. So then 15:37 remain in the third and final period. It will go back down in towards Hallam territory, face off to the right of Matt Key. And a 3-goal advantage for Hallam Union with their backs against the wall, trying to pull something back here. If Hallam win this in the mini ice hockey varsity series, will go all square and go in towards Wednesday's ones game. As Union got the women's victory, Hallam in the driving seat to take twos today, and Medwich, he'll get shoved off by his -1 of Mitchell. The fans on YouTube will be happy about that one. Lance wants to be first there, and he's done a great play, and he's opened up space. George Land down on the far side, he's on his forehand, just runs out of room. The puck out racing to the goal line. And Union do well to find it and not ice the puck. Connected briefly with Joe Field. He's back out towards Lance. That out races him, so Harling will try and recover, but again, backdoor there, pad save, brilliant stuff by Davies, full stretch now, he stood tall on that one as Lant was linking up well to create a dangerous opportunity. Great back check there by Martha Brown to deny the oncoming Union. Centre pass, great reaction, save there, best of the game for Matt Key, flicking out his left leg last second. And Union struggling right now, Phoebe Gregg slightly offside, just have to reset themselves, and Medwich will settle things down for Union. Pounced on by Simpson, and Gregg with it now for Hallam. Options in the middle, Gregg with one goal to name already. Just bringing it down into the centre. She's not been afraid to shoot and create space. She's trying to do so now. She fires it!
Phoebe Gregg! What a snipe!
And Jaden Davis is at risk of imploding here in between Union's goal. Complaints galore, but he didn't even flinch on that shot. And I think we're getting a netminder swap, and with his head gone, there's not much else he can really do. Davis has lost his head. Timeout Union. And a 4-goal advantage now for Hallam. There's going to be a lot to think about here for
No, that's perfect. No one's pushing.
Union to try and get our own clock sorted. We think we've got it settled. And we are going to get a netminder change then. Jaden Davies will come out and he'll be replaced by Luke Nelson, and you might argue it's too little too late, as Davies' head had completely gone out of the game at the end. And there's a few of those goals, there's no one else to blame but himself. We can argue about his deed, and granted they did not put much pressure on Phoebe Gregg. She was exposing the women's game when you'd lean on her a bit, put a bit of pressure on. She wouldn't be able to drive through to the middle as quick as she'd like. That's probably where Union has gone wrong right now. A chance down there is going to go down towards into the corner, so Hilton won't have a chance. That's right through the basket.
Hilton's taking another big hit again. That's going to be a hand pass.
And I don't think Milton's too happy with the ref about that one. He feels like he's just had someone go right through the back of him, and rather so, it did seem to be that way. A bit of a hard one for Ingle down to Seaver, a bit of shoulder-on-shoulder contact. But in a situation like this, they've got no choice but to get up and get on with it. And Union for 13.5 minutes to pull a 4-goal advantage, and the Hallam are high-flying in Cater. He will fancy himself. First save of the game for Nelson, as that will settle his nerves late into the game. Backdoor there, Liam Hammond though, the puck just behind him, can't make much work of that. O'Shea back down to Hammond. Brilliant pass spotted across to the tall figure of Castley. He'll fire in straight into the chest, and Cater Nelson is going to have a few people having words with her this time. Grace Lemming didn't like the extra whack on towards the netminder of Luke Nelson, and rightly so again. Hallam have, not the first time they've had a taunting look at the netminder after the whistle's gone. So this time Luke Nelson not budging. We'll just settle for the face-off for now afters. Off the draw, Union try and break it out, kept in at the blue line, drove by Harmon. Back down low will be collected by Marzena. Again, Union struggling to break it out. The positioning's not been great. Quincy collects that down mid-air, and the only time that Union have been strong is when they've come out from the back with speed, and they do so and go into the Hallam zone. But the deflection is going to give it back to the hands of James Harmon, and Hallam will try and settle things down. Trying to loop it over top towards their captain McNeil, but he only finds a black and gold jersey. There's space opening up now. They'll shoot straight into the glove though.
Oh!
And she's not been happy about
Yeah,
that.
Smith's got a good slash there on Matthew Key. Hallam aren't too happy about that one.
Absolutely not. And Yeti Smith, she's on the verge of imploding as well. Hugh Logie have been doing battle game, but she's been the person on Unioff who's responded to hits like that and a few slashes at the glove. And she only loses her argument when she fancies herself a whack Matt Key in the end.
Isaac, you're half an hour over your bedtime and you're still watching the stream.
Referee Holly Neiman's going to give you a penalty for that, and that's a missed call there. Surely it's a trip that can Walters make amends to that one. He's down low into the corner. Marzena misses a hit and then takes tumble himself. Bodies hit the deck and we're not in the 90s disco. Back the other way from Unioff though. Quincy trying to go all on his lonesome and a fantastic stick check.
Oh, they're going to go offside here because he's getting his stick.
No, it's great recovery in the end by Walters. He's got the wheels in his arsenal. And Green with a less aggressive approach in towards the Unioff zone, and that pass goes for absolutely everything of note. Knocked in by Langton, straight back out there, Ben Lant. Surely there's a goal coming for him today. Chance though for Unioff, but it passed just behind and left it too late. Brilliant stick work there though by Granger, keeps the play rolling for black and gold, but stuck in the wheels. They're recovering these second chances well, and a brilliant spinning shot. Had a good kick to it, stayed low, but just wide of Matt Green's net. And Granger now with it in the corner. Great hit there from Matt Green. Not much physicality, but it does the job and forces him off the foot. Gemma Harley can't keep that one in. So Unioff just build up and that allows Hallam to get fresh legs on. And again, a wasteful pass from Unioff. It just sails all the way down. But again, Hallam returned the favour towards Harling. Offside, just in the end, delayed offside, and he's not realised this at all. And Marzena got himself out of position, and now Hallam have a chance to give away. And aimed at Martha Brown, but a pass miles in front of her. Still nearly created an opportunity, but just wide of the net. I don't quite think Luke Nelson was ready for it. Fast moving wigs of Wills. Will get there first, centred through, but picking up the stick was Field. Second time's a charm, but again Harling sat down. And all Hallam can do is try and take a quick whack at it, and it's worked out well. There's going to be a 3-on-1 chance here. Hallam with the numbers, trying to shoot quickly though with Martha Brown. The rebound's loose though, she's picked up with it, but the chance is going to go, and it's going to be a big coming together there as they tumble over and trade sticks. Not sure about that one, but O'Shea still with it. Hallam trying to cut through to another. There's an opportunity, but getting the pad down low there was Nelson. Smart stuff from the fresh netman for Unioff. We chipped in low, trying to fancy something, and an awkward bounce nearly went Hallam's way, but Unioff stand tall. Kept in by Foster. But if an awkward one though from Unioff, it's cleared out. They'll get a 2-on-3, and they'll get a line change.
That's got to be a knee
penalty.
there. That's got to be a knee.
Left the knee out there very late, and Unioff are
Jack
certainly
Mitchell is going to go sit 2 minutes for knee in.
certainly time for Isaac's bedtime then.
Oh, the clock's back on. The clock's back on.
Have you only just read?
Yes.
Holly Neiman, everybody. Referee with no eyesight, watchman.
It wasn't, honestly, at 11 minutes, it wasn't on there.
I'll take your word for it. But I've got a quick question to ask you about that knee call. It did look like Jack Mitchell left that out for a while. Could Unioff certainly question if that should have been a 5-1?
No, I don't think it's reckless. It's clearly, you know, Jack Mitchell, he started about 2 seasons ago. There's no malicious intent in it. He's just stood in the way.
Fair enough, expert analysis fair. And this will be the first real look at a power play, 25 seconds of it, but Unioff with a chance and an aggressive forecheck from Phoebe Gregg nearly turned the book over. Lackluster skating ability is coming out from Uni off briefly, but they'll cut through to the middle, but straight into the chest of Matt Gray. Granger's developed into this game nicely. And Matt Key's not seen much action throughout the game. It's come sparsely, but he's certainly recovered well when it comes to it. Trey Townsend point one timer straight into above again of Matt
Oh,
Key.
it's still loose! It's still loose!
And Hallam have done well to recover onto that. And I think a sigh of relief there from Matt Key is once again, he had another good save.
Got a good turnout tonight though. What I'd say about 200 people came down to watch.
Have you counted every single one of them?
No, it looks about 200 though.
Looks about. Mathematics student right here, everybody.
Statistics student.
Aggressive off the face-off, and Hallam get the benefit off it. It comes out of the zone. And Paul Main was certainly hunting there, but space opens up. Firing into the shooting lane, but again, just wide of the post. That's going to be back in towards Matt Key. And Alex Smith is going to get a bit of telling off from James Harmon, as he rather questionably just closed in on Matt Key long after the whistle. And again, a very slow power play from the University of Sheffield side. They're not able to develop much from it. 8:21 left in the game. It's certainly now whenever time. They've got a power play, they need the goals, but if they can't keep it in the zone, and Hallam are itching for a short-handed goal here, they're certainly going aggressive. They're trying to force any kind of error they can, and they've got a minute to do so. But Hilton's got a great shooting lane, but not a great shot at all by any means. The rebound closed down, and Hayden Oates can't get his second. Still, though, round with Fields. He tries to feed it through, but only finds a way to Phoebe Gray. And she's got
Gray, she's going to get the wheels on.
She's got space to work with, a great back check coming in. She's round 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Big save there, though. Try going 5-hole. I think that would have been her hat-trick goal as well. She wasn't happy with her performance on Tuesday night. She certainly will be pleased with herself today, though. Nearly got a hat-trick on the penalty kill. She'll head to the bench for us. 30 seconds left for Uni to try and muster something up here.
Jack Mitchell's still got 30 seconds left on his penalty, and Kayla Casey's just gone down.
The only victory that Uni of Sheffield seems to be getting today is they got a big celebration on that one. They certainly enjoyed it. But O'Shea's going to enjoy this one if he can bury it. He's just going to bring it round the houses. He'll kill off valuable seconds. And the lane's opening up here as Uni of Sheffield almost collapsed prematurely. A great shot block there. That had some kick to it. That came out from Callum McNeil, I think also has 2 goals to his name as well tonight. And it comes out, well, not out of the zone, and a really cheap turnover. And now here comes Uni of Sheffield off the stick throw. And as simple as you'd like from Matt Key.
Uni of Sheffield didn't use that power play, but they've got a face-off in Hallam's zone.
7 minutes and change left. They're going to have to go a goal less than every 2 minutes if they want a result here. They trail by 4. And Hammond getting a quick telling off, and he's going to be told to vacate the ice. He took a delay to sort out his helmet. He was done quickly, but Ingledow wants his bed. It seems he's throwing things on here. Holly's a bit more of a kinder referee in that instance. Oh. The Hallam fans here weren't too happy about that one. Close coming together.
A big stumble there. Everyone's falling over. Oh, another big hit.
Yeah, tiredness seems to be creeping in. They were just playing the body, trying to hope that the bounce goes their way off the back of it. They're going to have to chase on as it falls out of the zone. McNeil trying to get round Tenka, but again, not as agile as most of this Hallam side to get past them. And briefly offside as well, they'll try and turn with it, and now McNeil a bit of space, but he's just forced off and right through the back. Take it to make a play for Steed as Reed will fire that in. Not the most confident of saves coming off with Luke Nelson, but a brilliant chance here as fast wheels moving, but an even better back check from Castley puts the pressure on Lopu. Jonathan Lopu's not seen much time. He's hit the deck, and now O'Shea again behind the goal will be chipped up as Hallam gets some fresh legs. 3-on-1 perhaps, but it's not to be as great recovery and neutralised.
There we go.
Pickpocketed there by Katie Reed, and back the other way.
Got a one-on-one.
It's Lopu, fired low. Matt Key every day has that covered. Wraparound, he's slow to get to it though. Good defence comes to his assistance.
Paul Main,
he's got some wheels to him as well. Granger closing down. Main shot, great save off the blocker from Nelson. Back come Uniov. It trickles too far ahead of Yeti Smith to deal with.
Good pressure from Yeti Smith to keep it in there.
Certainly, but if possession's not in the hands of the black and gold, it's all for nothing because Hallam can't clear the zone as Granger's done well, but Granger's almost backhand passing it to Phoebe Gregg. Caught in her wheel, she'll just avoid going offside, and perhaps a hook there on Simpson. They tried to feed it to Phoebe Gregg. She might be through here, but a great poke check away from Luke Nelson as Phoebe Gregg tried to stretch it out. Just behind her, can't do much of it. She'll elect for a bit of a change, and there's an awkward change there from Union.
That's got to be a too many men. Oh no, we got an offside.
Well, as you said earlier, the puck nowhere near the play, settles things down just a little bit. Four and a half minutes, things heating up once more.
Oh, we got a netminder change. Alfie Chester is now going in for Hallam. 4 minutes, 31 seconds remaining in the game.
Still time to win it for Union. The cold netminder gets some shots on Nathan and comfortable for him. Union through neutralisers, onside with Field, but again, full stretch out, can't hold on to it. Quincy keeps it at the blue line. There's going to be in business here with Walters. He's already got 3 to his name. Field is coming back hard. He's time up, backhand.
What a save
that is! Got his blocker as low as possible. And Luke Nelson shuts the door. And he might ask the question, if Nelson was in between the pipes for longer, could we be looking at a different game? Walters shot in right into the cage there and back through. Gets his stick in the right place at the right time, and again, Nelson
Union are
coming
putting
to the
everything on the
rescue.
line. They're not letting Hallam in.
No, and Luke Nelson's had a fantastic half a period he's played, and how do you think the game would look differently if Nelson was in for a lot longer? As come the end of the game, Jaden Davies, it really starts to let it go. Got in his head and not much could be done. Kept in there by Woofenden, nearly losing an edge, but he's recovered well. And how has Ben Land not been given his first goal of the game? Another great save from Nelson. Certainly recovered well. Still pushing forward, coming together as the gap gets shut down from Walters. Hallam finally trying to open up a bit of space. Across towards Woofenden, but again not down on the eyes. To no benefit to Hallam. Kept in by Green. Heading into the corner, Walters should be first there as his opposite number chasing him down. This is Alexei Medwich. And that'll be cleared out. Final 3 minutes left in the game. Matt Green. Still with, despite the check from Quincy, it's not the best play around the board. He's not happy with Hayden Oates. But Hayden Oates has got his goal, and again, hits being thrown left, right, centre. A lot of these have played non-check, and they'll enjoy the chance to make a hit. George Lant tried to force himself right through that one, but he's not a big figure by any means. Oates again. Down in front of the Union bench as plays it, it'll be comfortably collected by Jonathan Foster.
And Uni are going to pick up one last goal in these last 2 minutes.
We've got to take something home to write about it. An awkward bounce goes their way. But all Hallam need to do is just slow things down, take their time. This is going to go down for icing.
Some wheels from Joe Fox there. He's won the icing.
Can't hold on to it though. Plays it right between himself. Not the greatest of plays, but Lemmy can't work with it again. And Joe Fox just played this round. Not wise to it though is Mitchell. So again, 90 seconds remain. Still to be collected by Lupu for Union. Heavy touch though from my tanker. Back out towards O'Shea and Mitch Rice for Harry. Tries to dance his way around Brown. She'll try to assist at the board battle. She's certainly a strong player. But the puck trickles its way to Leaning. Now my tanker. Again, forecheck pays off and it's now with Mitchell. He'll shoot, trying to pick out that far side corner. And then amount to over though. Final minute of play. Is there another story to be wrote in this game? Again, cheap passes, nearly given up. It will find its way towards O'Shea. You can just settle things down here. 45 seconds. Brown will chase again, but leaving a little bit faster in the leg department for her. But Fox is there for a big hit and Leeming just avoids it. Leeming not at all character by any means. That could have certainly hurt if the shoulder went into the chin. Kept in at the blue line by O'Shea. Filters through. And Katie Reid drags herself around, played down low. Now with Leeming for Union. Tiredness setting in. There's going to be a tripping call late in the game. And with 13 seconds left, it's going to be a rather short power play for Union. They've not had many. I don't think Martha Brown's happy with that one at all. 13 seconds left, he points to a number. She certainly enjoyed the game, a much better result than what she had on Tuesday night. But Holly, on both sides, then Hallam will comfortably take this, but man of the match, who are you thinking on both sides?
From both sides tonight, you know, Yeti Smith, she's looked very strong for Union. You know, even though I say,
oh! 3 seconds left. There was something else.
I was just about to say, Jake Granger's had a good game.
Well, how's that one? Jake Granger's only had 1 goal this season for his time with the Bears C team. Well, he's got one in the dying moments here at Varsity. And he's not been afraid to shoot, and he's buried one at the death. Does that cement your case for the Uni of Sheffield's man of the match?
I think it's got to be Jake Granger tonight. He surprised me. He's played amazing.
Who are you saying for Hallam, though?
For Hallam, I think Matt Green has played very well in defence. But then Matt Key, I think he's also had a good game as well. And there we go, we've got a Hallam win. That's 1 point for Sheffield Hallam in the Sheffield Varsity. I think it's 35 to 27 points to Uni of Sheffield. We'll have to wait for the scores to come in from the English Institute of Sport today to see what we are overall.
Well, it's a much needed point for Hallam in the grand scheme of things because Union really ran away with it over the weekend. They certainly enjoyed their time. But Hallam are going to milk this for all it's worth. The tie took in the ice hockey Varsity, and it's a much needed point. We'll get man of the match awards. That'll be all from us at the end. But we're not done from ice hockey action at Varsity. Don't forget, Wednesday night, the big conclusion is Hallam have had their results go their way. And they've got a netball win as well. If all things are square, heaven forbid, the ice hockey finale is all to play for at the Sheffield Arena between the ones.
I'm hoping for a tiebreaker. That'll be quite intense, but we'll have to see how the Varsity points go before then. Hallam are quite far behind. And Dylan Pick is going to be with us on Wednesday with Forge TV. For the commentary, I'm going to be on the ice, on the bench.
playing.
Yeah. Right.